Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3 with me, Bring It On. Let's return to camp and dye our armor real quick. I've already gone through and decided which colors I want to apply to the armors. I'm going to do ocean dye on Kethric's armor here. And then the Harlequin black and white dye for Will. The black and summer green dye for Jaheira, which I believe is already applied on her armor, but I want to change the color for helmet. Then I'm going to send all these to Shadowheart because I haven't actually gone through and decided what I want to change hers to yet. I actually don't care for the boots being that color.
Let's get on with it.
But what's done is done. That looks pretty good. We might make it. Oh shoot. I don't know if that's another locked chest or not.
Ready and waiting. Well, certainly waiting. Going. Got it. softly. Yes? You're sure? Later, then. I tell you not to get in trouble, but I suspect it will find you whether you like it or not.
Let's grab Astarion real quick for the guaranteed lockpicks. Well, unless he rolls a 1, of course.
Yes? Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on.
Okay, why am I suddenly inspired? Execute Gortash. It required Astarion in the party? Oh shoot, Jaheira has the Thieves' Tools. Well, I'm sure we can steal from her.
Over there. Let's crack it open.
Interesting.
Have a lot on my mind. Well, in it. Another step forward. Is that blood? No, never mind.
Yes? Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special. I guess I'll spend my evenings lounging here while you do all the hard work. It sounds awful.
Yes? As you wish.
Moving in.
Oh, we found another Mind Flayer Parasite specimen. Helldusk Boots grant Steadfast. You cannot be forcibly moved by a foe's spells or actions and ignore the effects of difficult terrain. An Infernal Evasion. When you fail a saving throw, you may use your reaction to succeed instead. And Hellcrawler. Teleport to an area and deal 2 to 16 fire damage where you land. The impact blast spreads in a 10-foot zone. Nowhere takes better to being forged than the Infernal Iron of Avernus, where the Archdevil Zariel presides. Then that's a will. And Accelerated Grand Design. Accelerated Grand Design, the key points. As top leaders in the Bay Knight hierarchy, to effectively implement what the Mad Owl who known as Blue Apex named the Accelerated Grand Design, it's important that you understand its broad outlines. Don't worry about the details, leave those to me. The central element of this plan is that our dominated Elder Brain lays illithid tadpoles that induce a state of suspended ceramorphosis, in which the host does not transform into a Mind Flayer. Instead, the tadpole becomes psychic minions of the hive mind of the Elder Brain, which they perceive as a goddess, a deity of conquest called the Absolute. This absolute, however, obeys the commands of the chosen of the dead three. And needless to say, as Bane is the god of tyranny, our allies who worship Baal and Merkel must, in the end, defer to us. Hear that, buddy? They're going to defer to you.
Let's get going. Sharp as ever.
So these are the Helldusk boots. They're not the flawed Helldusk boots. In fact, do I even have the flawed version? Not being knocked prone or being moved against your will seems pretty good, but
Defender of the people.
this is always active. Then again, in most circumstances, she will have Spirit Guardians active. We'll leave it be for now.
Long road ahead.
Alright, let's go to Baldur's Gate, start walking around.
How much farther can I go?
Reagan Splint.
You read about Gortash dying? The Gazette's speculating foul play. If that's true, bet they have the folk that did it in these gallows soon enough. Normal folk die every day on these gallows, and there's naught about it in the broadsheet. But one lord dies, and it's all they bloody talk about.
You know the folding extra? I told you you could have had it pictures.
Alright, Newshawker Lewin.
Hello? Does anyone want to buy a Gazette?
I'll take one.
Thank you. Do you want a paper?
Nope, just bought one. I'd love to, but I'm a bit busy. Maybe later.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Estra Stir.
I can tell an inquisitive soul when I see one. Want the real story behind the untimely demise of Lord Envergortash?
Go on then. What really happened?
Well, if I just told you, you'd have no reason to read our latest edition. Pick up the Baldur's Mouth, our city's broadsheet of record, to find out more. Dear reader, you will be most satisfied. Look, sorry, I'm looking for new interview subjects. We need some fresh takes on the demise of the dearly departed Duke Gortash.
Oh, Baldur's Mouth Gazette, 1492 DR, issue 92. A dog-eared copy of the Baldur's Mouth Gazette. Edvard Needle, Editor-in-Chief. Baldur's Gate Printing and Publishing Company, established in 1339, Price 2, edition number 92. Silver Bell Melody Extravaganza coming soon. Soaked Sommeliers, that's how that's said. Outraged by Water Genasi antics. Waterhavian Splendor, Castellanta retinue arrives. Dressed impersonator ousted from Orcish Festival. Greengrocer worried by crops growing in lewd shapes. Nothing about Gortash on here. Anti-hag support group poster. Attention! Have you been hexed by a hag? Lost a loved one to a deal? You're not alone. Join other survivors of hag treachery at Baron's Coop. Alone, we're vulnerable, but together we can stand up against hags. Interesting. Rat trouble. Got rat trouble? Not for long. Hire Stompin' Boars the rat catcher and your troubles are over. Small rats, big rats, giant rats, rabid rats, any kind of rats. Boar stomps them all. Reasonable rates, corpses and rat pellets removed at no extra charge. References upon request. Be wary of foreigners. Sure, we've read this one before. Nope, this is new. Foreigners should be shunned. Their decadent ideas infect our youth, and they steal Bardurian resources without contributing anything. The recent wave of refugees should be driven from Baldur's Gate. Let other cities take them in. Baldur's Gate has already given enough. Stay tonight at the Elf Song. Rooms available at the Elf Song Tavern for parties large or small. The innkeeper, Alan Alleth at the bar. For the stout and sturdy, I think we read this one though. Yeah. Gift to HUD. Quite the name.
Thank Helm we made such good time. The army of the Absolute are back. Certainly encourages a brisk pace. Look at those walls. No better city to weather the army of the Absolute in.
Dryful Dune.
Sorry about the pong. We've been on the road for more than a 10-day. I didn't think there'd be so many inns here. We're spoilt for choice.
Hazbit HUD.
Don't get too comfortable. It's only a matter of time before the army of the Absolute gets here. Gods, we should have just kept going. This place isn't any safer than the last.
Gasselblad.
Just look. We're finally here. We're safe.
Safe for now, at least. The army of the Absolute...
Let's talk to this fist up here. Fist Edge Aronson.
Do I look in the mood for a natter? Lord Gortash is dead, and so is any chance this city had of a future. Damn it all. Do I look in the mood?
Yeah, you keep thinking that, buddy.
This is for amateurs. That's what I was taught in the grotto. Do you know how badly those things can go wrong?
I'd rather not think of it, Shadowheart.
Brace yourself.
You could strangle them by accident, use too much rope and break off their legs. And if it goes really badly, you could wrench their heads right off.
That fella, great.
What a picture you paint. Quite detailed, quite colourful, quite unnecessary.
How does the death of Gortash change anything? Duty is duty. Yeah.
The guy over here beating up this guy. Strange Beggar Lumbar.
Come to have a go. Give it your best shots.
An air of decay hangs over the stooped beggar's form. The smell of rot. The smell of death.
Gold first. Then you can hit me.
A strange way to earn your keep. Do many take you up on this?
Plenty. Lots of angry people in this city. No one else to take it out on. Go on. You seem like you've something pent up. So, you having a go or not?
Of course I'm not going to hit you.
Then move. Let someone else have a go. Changed your mind? Offer's still there. Go on. Have a swing.
That's a cheap price for allowing someone to beat you up.
Charge too much, people hit you harder. Then they take the gold back. Besides, I've taken enough punches for free. At least this way, I get paid something. So, you having a go or not? Then move! Let someone else have a go!
I'm curious if there's a skill check if you decide to hit him. You hit him too hard. As Hopbank.
One blow, and she drops like she's dead. Well, maybe she is. One blow. One.
Aoife Barlow.
Used to think those things were gonna make me feel safer. Not anymore.
Scribe Goosequill.
What did she even do? I bet nobody knows. I didn't see her do anything wrong.
Fist Gummidge.
I don't like this. I don't like the look in some of their eyes. I don't like...
Fist in a Team.
These street trash need to watch their tone. I don't tolerate disrespect.
Fist of Loa.
If all these folks can just keep their shit together, maybe nobody else will get hurt. Maybe.
The citizen is unconscious and won't be waking up anytime soon.
I just don't want to lose anyone else, alright?
You won't lose us. We've come this far, haven't we? Whatever happens.
Let's go up here next. Looks like a dead end. Fist Murphy.
Don't distract me. It's all I can do to stay balanced.
Is this one of Blaze Porter's infamous punishments?
Yes. I stole a purse from the evidence room. It was stupid, and I swore to Blaze Porter I'd never do it again. Ever. I have to stand on one leg until she believes me.
You're a Flaming Fist. How dare you steal from the people you're supposed to protect?
I'm sorry, all right? It was the spur of the moment, and I'm sorry. Shh. I just have to last a little longer.
Fist Clover.
Hey, good looking. Behave yourself, yeah? I'd hate to see someone as pretty as you in cuffs.
Something tells me that's not entirely true.
Try not to get into trouble. Too much trouble, at least.
Drua Oakhide.
The thugs are getting bolder. My husband's been mugged twice this month, if you can believe it. You be safe out there. Can't trust a damn soul. We're too poor to leave, but too scared to stay. Like half the city.
That Matt Oakhide.
If you're here to report something, don't bother. The Fist don't give a damn.
Well, in their defense, they're probably stretched a little thin. Someone just went through Worm's Rock and
Still attached.
beat them all up.
I don't leave my house now without a blade. The hell is this city coming to?
Fist Yoster?
If you have a problem, speak to one of the other Fist. A rabid warg organised this inventory, judging by the mess they've left me. Not now! I'm trying to figure out what type of villain puts oranges and onions in the same box.
It's organized by spherical fruit. Well, vegetables. Gauntlet Thunder.
The youngsters are upset about the death of Lord Gortash. They looked up to him. Saps. Leaders come and leaders go, but the Flaming Fist is still here. The youngsters are upset about the death.
Right, Fist cults.
I am never sleeping on duty again.
It's a good idea.
I just need a moment. Catch my breath.
Fist cross.
Distract the gauntlet, will ya? I think she's set on killing me. Put all your weight in it, she says. But I can't give more than I've got.
Muria.
About time. The Manip assured me a builder would come around a 10-day ago, and hold it. You're not the builder. Which means I've got no use for you.
Why do you need a carpenter so badly?
Hooligans at the Mermaid have been using my shutters for target practice. And that's not the half of it. I've had to replace the same window 3 times now, not to mention the mess they've made of my front door. Now either you learn to fix my broken shutters, or you wag your tongue elsewhere. Curse those vandals at the Mermaid. I haven't had a wink of sleep for days.
I mean, I'm pretty handy with little repairs like that. Fist Miller.
First they took Duke Stelmane. Now they've taken Lord Gortash. Count on it. The Flaming Fist will make those absolute bastards pay.
And now you have a chance. You're not being led by one of them.
First they took Duke Stel...
Still Watcher maintenance. Report mechanical issues with the Watchers to the Steel Watch Foundry on the West Docks. Not to this office. Blaze Liara Portier. The Duke's Mouth. An article marked for the editor's desk that looks like it never went to print. There's a sickness in our city, dear reader. It nibbles on the council's ears in private audience chambers. It clangs around our streets in steel automatons, and it whispers sweet nothings from the pages of this very broadsheet. The fetid presence of Lord Enver Gortash is rotting our city in its very core, and this reporter is personally ashamed to work for a publication, no, propaganda vehicle, that allows the infection to spread. There's so much to this story, dear reader, so very much, and I'm excited to share it with you. Yes, you, Edvard. Consider this my notice of resignation. Holly Fowles, or Fowles? Investigative journalist, newly freelance.
Told you about 8 times now. Your daughter is missing. Yes, my daughter Vanra. Forgive me. What was her name?
Alright, Laura.
How many times do I need to say it? You sent word about a lead, said that I should come see you about it.
Of course, madam. Let me just... Forgive me. Why are you here?
Is this some kind of sick joke? Do you have any idea what I've been through these past few days?
Well, what is going on here?
My daughter Vanra, my little girl, she's missing. This stupid, useless Fist said she had a lead, but she must have been stuck in Dream Mist or something.
Madam, tell me. You said... she was... taken from a tavern?
You catch the barest tendrils of magic coiled around the Flaming Fist.
Yes, the blushing mermaid down by the docks I told you 100 times. Why aren't you listening?
Examine the Flaming Fist. I'm guessing she's tadpoled. We'll try this again.
You sense nothing amiss.
What were we discussing?
Happening? I feel like I'm going mad!
The fists are useless. I will find your daughter. I swear upon my oath.
You will? Thank you. I haven't slept or eaten since she disappeared. I'm terrified something has happened to her. Her name is Vanra. She's 7 years old and has red hair, like me. We were in the Blushing Mermaid when she was taken. Just up by the docks.
Was anyone else with you?
No, unless you count a couple of old drinking mates at the next table. But they'd be no help. They barely remember their own names. I was sober though. I swear. I stop in the maid for a drink sometimes. But it was only a quick one.
You must have some witnesses, surely.
Of course. The front of house, Bosun Gannet was there, and the owner of the Blushing Mermaid, Captain Grizzly. Neither lifted a finger to help me look. It was awful.
I'll head to the Blushing Mermaid now.
Thank you. I'll head home. Can't stand being around these idiots any longer. Come find me the moment you hear anything.
Let's see what Portier has to say.
Alright, man up, Sayama.
Come back another day, citizen. Due to Lord Gortash's death, state security matters take precedence over routine crime reports. Now move along. Come back another day, citizen.
What was I thinking?
To the prison. Yeah, it's a different prison. We'll check this out later. I will talk to the cook, and then we'll speak to... What's her first name? Liara.
Cooking as fast as I can. Those fists have got bottomless bellies, I swear. One of the men complained about hair in his stew. His hair!
It's a shame. Quaint little house in a quiet locale.
Commander Portier, acting Marshal of the Fist. If you have a crime to report, please wait outside. We're currently at capacity. I have a city to protect, refugees to manage, and an army on my door. I do not have time to chat.
Toss them all in worms.
Yeah, but you've got something wrong with you.
Can't give up now. Very well. Let's see what Portier has to say.
Right, Fist, Araignée?
Quiet day, mostly. Don't go spoiling it.
Fist, Smithwin?
Don't go looking for trouble. On your way.
That's curious.
Hey, why can we interact with the latrine? Alright, we'll save the sewers for later. Now, odd that there's a disguise kit right next to the manhole. Interesting indeed.
How high?
On the trail.
A lot of stuff to read in here.
Lightly does it.
Not for communal use, it seems. Best show some respect. Or some more cunning.
Where did they come from? Wait, are they in here with me?
Looking ahead.
Didn't see Fist Corlos here before.
Hello, hello, and all that. Hi. Hello.
Hello.
Best keep your hands to yourself. You're being watched.
My bad, I was just trying to shut the door.
Such authority. A little further.
Well, let's do some reading, I guess. Reports from the battlefield. This dirty note appears to have been sent in haste from the battlefield. Still watch invaluable. Absolute troops are numerous, fierce, but less disciplined. Cannot keep them from the city indefinitely, but still watch will buy us time. Orders from Duke Ravengard. From the desk of the Duke, be warned. The upper city is to be closed off to all coming and going, effective indefinitely. No queries will be taken at this time. Strength and security, Duke Older Ravengard. Writ High Alert. Be warned. Shifts will increase from single to double until the threat of the marching armies of the Absolute is contained. Be wary of citizens behaving in a secretive or overtly defiant fashion. Arrest can be made on a minimum of direct evidence if threat is suspected. New security legislation will permit use of detainment as a deterrent to sabotage. I wonder if they get paid overtime for that. Urgent, rapid increase in reported disappearances. A scathing report on the rapid increase of missing persons cases in the city. This excerpt is from the last page. We can no longer afford to ignore these disappearances or dismiss them as outside the Flaming Fist's purview. The people of Rivington and the lower city are just as important as those of the nobility. But now that the kidnappers have targeted the Caldwell, Oberon, and Lenacher patriarchs, I earnestly request the time and resources to look into this. I know I speak for many of my fellow Flaming Fists when I say I'm tired of explaining to hysterical civilians that I do not know who took their husbands, their wives, their sisters, their brothers, their children, or why. Councillor Floric's sentence. This day here found is Floric, former councillor to the fore, arraigned in camera before the High Magistrate, accused, tried, and convicted of treason, sedition, and incitement of unrest, and hereby duly sentenced to be hanged by the neck until dead. Thus die all traitors to the state and city of Baldur's Gate. The Stone Lord, a new threat.
What have we got?
A detailed report on the rise of the Stone Lord. Judging by the targeting of known guild enterprises and the murder of prolific guild members, it is my professional conclusion that a new player has gained a foothold in the city's underbelly, the Stone Lord. My sources suggest that Nine Fingers and the guild will hold power, so I still hold power, but the Stone Lord is pressing aggressively on her territory. This is not a case of a petty turf war. This is a fight for the throne in the city's underworld, one that could easily spill out into the city if ignored. Ongoing murder investigations. A status update on an ongoing investigation, sorry. It details the stark increase in murders in the city, as well as the violence of the crimes. No leads to the killer have been found. It concludes with a recommendation to keep the public in the dark for as long as possible, or until the killer is brought to justice. Urgent Ballis Resurgence. The word denied has been written across this report in red. Memorandum for Blaze Porter via Basilisk Gate. From Gauntlet de Vela Fountainhead. Subject, Resurgence of Ballis Cult. Ma'am, my investigation into Duke Stelmane's death has revealed more than murder. The Duke was paralyzed with crawler mucus before being stabbed 36 times in ritualistic manner. Her right hand was then removed. The city's murder rate is also at an all-time high, with no discernible pattern to its victims. The last time the city suffered under such killings was during the Ballis incident of 1369 DR. I'm not asking for the city to be placed on high alert, nor do I claim to have the answers. All I ask for is resources. Give me a small, highly skilled team, and I'll bring you to the truth of these deaths. If the Ballis have returned, we need to be armed and ready, or fear a repeat of history.
None shall see. I'm sure I have not lost the neck. Go.
No time to rest.
Registry of Citizens' Complaints. Lodged by an anonymous elf who declined to give address. Reports of suspicious characters hanging around the manor of Filgrave. Logged by Eloise Thurman, resident of Brampton. Reports neighbors making house calls late at night. Failing to make offering at Shrine of Umberley. Claims these to be evidence of absolute worship. Lodged by Heyman Arst, resident of Rivington. Claims children's toys have been sabotaged by bad faith actors within the city. Failed to provide evidence.
If not over, then through.
Interesting.
All right, time to skulk about.
There's a couple more things I would like to do in this area, but we don't have the stealth for it right now. So next time, we'll continue through the city. I'll probably stop by this building here and behind it. And we'll just take the city piecemeal. Bit by bit, block by block. But for now, thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.